I tell you what, you have the tools that I didn't have, and nobody put this stuff down on video for Jimmy and taught it to him. Most people got to really knock and bang their head around. Nobody has really put the information in such a way for you to drill it and not take the lumps. You still take your lumps, but the way I learned grip fighting was, hey man, get on the plane, go see Jimmy. Jimmy grabbed me like this. Hey, appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming to town. Or you learn the way Jimmy did. You went to Europe, you go to Japan, you get lumped up, you take your Advil, and you go back to practice. With this, you can learn how to spar and train and get the reps without getting hurt and develop a great grip fighting game and also develop into a great judo player. The one thing that we hope that you got from this particular segment, this particular series, we hope you got the answers to your questions, because we shot and scripted what you asked. You asked for the right time to throw, knowing when to throw, how to identify the opening in the grip fighting sequences series, what to do when the person's 50-50. All those things we put into play. We even married the cross sequence along with the catch sequence, so you know exactly what to do, so that in no point along the sequence that you don't know what to do. You're not going to learn it overnight. You have to drill. As silly as it seems, when Jimmy goes over any sequence you want to do,
You got to know this stuff inside and out.
you got to know it. Just go over it. It's like a train response. Right. You have to get it to the point where it is a trained response. I can tell you right now, Jimmy frames. If I have this hand here, Jimmy's framing right away. If I got the sleeve, Jimmy's posting. Yeah, he's either there or he's posting. One or the other. These are all trained responses
that are replicable, that you can do, that your students can do. It's a tried and true system, a tried and true curriculum. You look at all the champions that we've produced in this country. Myself, Ronda Rousey in 2008 at the Olympics, Ronda Rousey 2007 at the World Championships to the silver medal, Kayla Harrison, junior world champ, world champion, now bronze medal at the Worlds, top of the world in the sport, headed to London, possibly going to win our first gold ever. All of this, they believe in the system, they followed the system, and it's paying its dividends at the world and Olympic level. Without question, the system works. It can be taught, and I can tell you right now, if any of them came up here, they would tell you the same thing. What got me there was the system of gripping. I knew what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and it was ingrained in me from the day I got there when I was 15, 16 years old. And without question, this gripping system is the secret to American judo success. All of the success of the guys at the OTC, you look back, you look at Brian Olsen, you look at Ryan Reeser, all knew how to grip fight, and that's a result of gripping. Judo's wonderful. Having waza is vitally important. You have to be able to throw to win. You got to have uchimata, you got to have talatoshi, seyanagi, whatever your big throw is, you got to know how to score. But at the same time, if you don't know how to put your hands in your gi at the world level, you don't have a prayer. You are not going to go out there and throw the Japanese free pon with uchimata. You are not going to beat the Korean with the talatoshi. Not if you don't know how to put your hands on them first, because they know how to grip. They know how to move. And they do way more judo than any of us will ever do. Because they're paid to do judo. That's their whole life. Okay, so the gripping system allows us to catch up to them faster. It allows us to beat them because we bewilder them when we get to certain positions. And the success our young team has had this last six years is incredible. And a lot of it is a tribute to the gripping system that we've implemented at the United States Judo.
I can tell you right now that without Jimmy and Eddie Liddy, I don't go to the Olympics. And I don't have any problem telling anybody anywhere that I don't have the best waza in the world. My ne waza, I'm very proud of it. Uchimata, can I do Osoto? Yes. Can I do Uchi? Yes. Am I really decent at it? Can I teach it to people? Of course. Can I implement it at the local level and the nationals? Yes. Could I go out to Europe and pull those moves off? No. My waza was not that good. However, I could take a gun with no bullets in it and rob the hell out of that 7-Eleven because my grip fighting was good. I had great grips. My grips were okay. I couldn't beat everybody in the world, but for the moves that I had to pull off, for my area of expertise, what I did, man, my grip fighting system for that was solid. Wasn't enough, but in 5.5 years, I went from nobody knowing who I was on the international judo scene to saying, oh, that's that American guy. That was him, that was his pop, and that was Eddie Liddy. And I don't have a grandiose dojo like Jimmy Pedro does, but I can tell you what, I went down to the Bahamas as the head coach, and in 18 months, took this same grip fighting system to a country that won no international matches, none, and developed the first Olympian in the country, and she actually went to the Youth Olympics and won some matches. Gripping. I can't teach a whole country judo in 18 months.
Sure.
But I can teach them how to win while helping them become better judo players. And for parents and coaches, listen, let's be honest. We're not here to argue about if this is judo or if it's not judo. We're talking about what's necessary to help your kids develop. And as they're developing judo, it's all right to win too.
Mm-hmm. What keeps them in the sport the longest, losing or winning? You win, tend to stay a little longer. We keep them long enough to become great athletes, and we can develop them.
Hey, once again, brother,
My pleasure.
thanks for your time.
Cheers.
Take care.